Oh, yes, respected youngsters, welcome you all. A great hearty congratulations to you for being on the path of studying the Shastras, giving a chance to understand them, get convinced about their truth, validity, utility, importance, and definitely the days will come where we take initiative to follow what instructions, guidances given in the Shastras, and that's the day of beginning of stopping of all faults and failures, and that's the day of the beginning of rising above in our outer and inner lives. Great it is. May we reach to that till that time. Let us be regular, serious, sincere in these efforts of studying, understanding our Shastras through these classes. Welcome. Six things like every day, today also, common sense thought, Sankalpa, Sahanavavatu, Vedic chanting, Geetha, Tulsi Ramayana. Each of these are so beautiful, so useful. Let us attend and grasp everything with Ekagrata, Bhakti, Shraddha. In today's first aspect of common sense thought is key, a beautiful quotation is there in Sanskrit. Yat bhavam tat bhavati. So whatever one does, the bhavana of that alone either he becomes or he gets. Because that bhavana becomes stronger and stronger, gets converted into the kamana. When the kamana comes, one cannot stop but working. So to yat sankalpavan bhavati, tat kamaha bhavati. Yat kamo bhavati, tat kratu bhavati. Yat kratu bhavati, tat karma kurute. Yat karma karoti, tat param prapnoti. That is how whatever you and I have got because of our karma and phala preceded by our own bhavana. Point 1. Point 2. Today science is developing so much with so much of intense investigations, subtle intellectual applications that the mind blowing things the science is discovering. But before all the discovery, the beginning always is with the bhavana only. Like if the birds can fly, why can't we fly? That bhavana. Then they how the birds fly, all of that they understood here. You see the aeroplanes are discovered. If the aeroplanes are discovered, why only move from one place to other? Can we go to the other planet? See that bhavana followed by the prayatna that we have landed our satellites in the moon. In next 20 years, the interplanetary movement also can be there. Yesterday's news between Trump and Musk, they are going to have that supersonic planes, you know, with which from America to India in 18 hours, not in 18 hours, in 1 hour or half an hour you can reach. आधे घंटे में. But after reaching in India, you will be caught up in the airport. That's okay. But in half an hour, imagine that's going to be practical. Any place in the whole globe, you can reach only in 1 hour. Bhavana, you know, imagine the bhavana, and because of that, the action by the scientists that 100 stories building they make. In that 1,000 flats, everybody will have electricity, everybody have water supply, everybody will have internet, everyone will have this plumbing, everyone will have those drainage system. कैसे ये सब कर रहे हैं? Is it not starting with bhavana? है ना? If the water vapor can move the plate, then thought over and see the steam engines. Engine can move with steam. Why not with coal? Why not with thermal? Thermal is coal only. Why not with hydro? See, all of them are bhavana, prayatna, phala. Negative examples you take. Somebody is a terrorist, somebody is a selfish, somebody a cheat. All of that is the practically made things preceded by the bhavana to begin with. Yat bhavam tad bhavati, yad rakho. If this is the way the world is working, Why cannot we use this for positivity? Bhavana. Let us have all the positive bhavanas from today about ourselves, as many as possible. In your professional life, also in spirituality. Like in spirituality, my bhavanas. The bhavana of the place. May I stay in a place which is free from all disturbances, pure, sattvic, a temple, or a banks of a river, or any punya kshetra, or a beautiful ashram in a jungle, or in the cave of Himalayas. If I do the bhavana, knowing that that place is conducive for sadhana, I'm talking from spiritual standpoint. I'll be given a chance to stay there. I can use it for sadhana. So I do the bhavana of the time. That let me get up morning 3 to 6 and do my all adhyatmic sadhanas. If these bhavanas I keep on entertaining, slowly my mind intellectually molded to make it possible. So if I make a bhavana that I should be always with the saints and sages around, the sadhus, Santa Mahatma around, the great bhaktas, sadhakas, so I'll get a chance to be with them, not with the people who are so worldly and bhogi type. No, as an adhyatmic sadhaka, my bhavanas. So too, I have the bhavana of my sharira. Very hale, hearty, healthy, strong sharira, long living, so that I can do sadhana. Kitna badhiya rahe. So to have bhavana for my shakti. So much of energy that 24 hours I give satsanga. Still I should not be tired. अभी भावना करूं तो कल आएगा नहीं तो आधा घंटा लेक्चर बोल दियो थक गए सो टू द भावना ऑफ द इंद्रिय पटिष्ठता द भावना ऑफ द मनस एकाग्रता मन शुद्धता है ना मन पवित्र मन सद्गुण right now I don't have but I am doing bhavana so I will become that because yad bhavam tad bhavati so to the intellect sharp intellect subtle intellect the intellect once it studies anything all the levels of understanding that are there in that sloka I must understand that's my bhavana so to the bhavana of my memory entire Gita all the Upanishadi mantras all big texts and all why should not I remember them सारे भजन याद रहना है स्तोत्र याद नहीं रहना याद रहना है सारे पुराण कथाएं याद रहनी है उपनिषद गीता मंत्र से शुड रिमेम्बर वाई शुड नॉट आई और नहीं किया भावना इसलिए ट्राई किया नहीं इसलिए हुआ नहीं एंड वी डू ऑलवेज द भावना लेट मी रिमेम्बर सिनेमा गाना सो देन यू प्रैक्टिस इट देन दे विल बी ओनली इन योर मेमोरी see see the bhavanas I do and the bhavana of let me also be the great bhakta like Prahlada, great jignasu like Parikshit or Nachiketa, and a great warrior like Arjuna working for the dharma like Harishchandra Maharaj, Satyavadi. Why only they have to be saints? Can't we be or what? So if I do that bhavana today, one day maybe whichever the time, those things will come. But if you don't start even with bhavana, then never ever will be able to try to reach to those sthithis. Isn't it? The bhavana for me, an entire day. 3:30 getting up, doing my morning meditation and all, then doing upasana, then doing yajna, then doing loka seva, what is required, then doing the Purana Patana in between bhajana and kirtana and loka seva. The whole day, if I in positive way do the bhavana, a day will come in my life where I'll be like that. What bhavana now? Eat 3 times, sleep 4 times, and talk to people 5 times, and enjoy this and that. That's what we are doing bhavana. That is why we are doing getting that only. Yad bhavam tad bhavati. We should know that there are loftier, higher, greater ways of living. We should know that that is to be worked out. We should know that all mental preparation comes for it when you do bhavana. Like you do the bhavana of coming to this class. So then you will be planning your schedule in such a way that you will make your time available, convenient for this. अगर भावना ही नहीं किया है ना तो देखा बस चैनल भावना ही नहीं किया तो you don't even look at it second time, isn't it? So too you have to do. You do generally the bhavanas. Generally all people. Bhavana that I got educated. Very good. Nice job, bhavana. Lots of salary, good house. Then very obedient wife or husband. Then equally obedient children. तो ये सब जो भावना कर रहे हैं, जितना स्ट्रांग कर रहे हैं, उसके अनुसार दे आर वर्किंग एंड दे आर गेटिंग. Simple. Those who are doing negative bhavana, they are doing that. They are becoming that. So you professional bhavanas excelling in the profession, but that excellence in profession is for serving the world. That type of bhavana you must do. My presence should be an asset to the world. Ye wala bhavana. May I not trouble the world. Ye wala bhavana. Remember, we have to find sukha. Who told you that sukha is there only in negative things? Sukha is there in positive also. Otherwise, why some people are positive and then becoming sukhi? सुख पॉजिटिव में सुख नहीं है तो कोई बंदा पॉजिटिव होना ही नहीं चाहिए. एंड ऑल शास्त्र शुड बी टॉक्ड ओनली अबाउट नेगेटिव. why all sat shastra all should be dushta shastra. But we have sat shastra also. So that means what? Positive is possible for everyone, and whoever made it, it became positive to the possible to them, and let us make it. So professional goal is your choice, but in that serving the world should be the bhavana. Serving the Lord should be the bhavana. And that type of molding will happen in you. Not once, but every day you have to do the bhavana. Yad bhavam tad bhavati. Yad sankalpa tad bhavati. And as I told you, the spiritual examples. Why Tulsidas only great? I can be like Tulsidas. Why Kabirdas only? I can be. Why Suradas? Why Mata Mira? I can also. So I'll worship them, but I also can become like that. है ना? So for me, I can remember those icons and I can imagine to be like that. And this is not negative, no? ये तो टेररिस्ट वाला भावना तो नहीं है. दूसरों को नाश करने वाला भावना तो नहीं है. Positive है. What's wrong in it? So as we make it, you also in the world, in your own professions, the great achieved icons. Achievement is not only in their professional, personal achievement, but their service. Whenever I say achievement, achievement in service only. You can imagine it in your own particular profession. We have excelled the heights, तो मुझे भी उस तरह बनना है. Or other bhavanas, as I told you. I told you the spiritual bhavanas of desha, kala, vyakti, dinacharya, sharira, prana, mana, indriya. All these bhavanas I told you. For me, you can also think of that. Some of you do it. That's why you got it. I was to be handsome. You think of handsome, therefore the thought of going to gym exercise come. Then you do it and you're really handsome or healthy, energetic. The others do bhavana, चल यार सो जाते हैं. उसका माइंड भी ऐसा बनता है. Then wherever he gets chance, he sleeps. Even if he doesn't get sleep, chance, he will get sleep only. He takes the chances. है ना? भोगी भोगी का भावना करके भोग का भोगी बनता. योगी योग का भावना करके योगी बनता है. अब तुम्हें क्या बनना है देख लो. Full choice is yours. Nobody can stop you in this regard. पूरा आपके हाथ. यद भावम तद भवति. बढ़िया है कि नहीं बाबा? इसका I can talk on this for hours together, but the main thought is conveyed. You develop it for your own benefit. Right? Thank you. ओम परब्रह्मणे श्रुतिमात्रे समस्त ब्रह्म भक्ति योग धर्म विद्याचार्येभ्यो ऋषिभ्यो मुनिभ्यो गुरुभ्यो देवताभ्यो अस्मद्गुरुभ्यो नमः. संकल्पः तेषां सर्वेषां कृपानुग्रहेण उपनिषदुक्त ब्रह्मात्मैक्यबोधेन अस्मिन् क्षणे एव मोक्षकैवल्यप्राप्त्यर्थं श्रुतिस्मृपुराणेतिहाससन्तवाङ्मयोक्त साध्यसाधनानुभवसिद्ध्यर्थं तत्रोक्तऋषिमुनिगुरुदेवता दर्शनानुग्रहानुभवप्राप्त्यर्थं सनातनधर्मस्य वैदिकैन्दव संस्कृतेः साम्प्रदायानां शास्त्राणां मोक्षमार्गाणां गुरुशिष्यभक्तभगवत् परम्परादीनां पुनरुत्थानजागरण विश्वव्याप्तिद्वारा विश्व आध्यात्मिक प्रगति द्वारा विश्व शांति कल्याण एकता पूर्वाभिवृद्ध्यर्थम अस्मिन् सनातन धर्म संस्थापने कंकणबद्ध अस्माकं सर्वेषां निरंतर दिग्विजयार्थम श्रीराम मंदिरवत् शिवकृष्णादि समस्त मंदिराणाम् आश्रमाणां पुण्यदिव्यक्षेत्राणां विश्वविद्यालयादीनां भूभागादीनां पुनरवाप्ति तेषु निरंतर शास्त्र अध्ययन अध्यापन उपासना यज्ञयाग साधना सेवादीनां द्वारा भारतवर्षस्य सनातनधर्मस्य बाह्याभ्यन्तर शत्रूणां शाश्वतरूपेण समूल निर्मूलनार्थं भारतवर्षे विश्वे च अस्मात् क्षणात् आरभ्य वैदिक ऐन्दव संस्कृतेः सुसंप्रतिष्ठावाप्त्यर्थं विश्वे मोक्षधर्मपुरुषार्थ प्रतिष्ठा द्वारा विश्वसंरक्षणाभिवृद्ध्यर्थम् अस्यां कक्षायाम् आगतानां युवानां सङ्कल्पितसत्कर्मसु दिग्विजयार्थं तेषां हृदये परब्रह्म भगवद्देवता गुरुशास्त्र सत्सङ्गसाधना सेवा मातापितृ देशधर्म सनातनधर्म भक्त्यादीनां द्वारा जन्मसाफल्यार्थं अनेक शास्त्राणाम् अध्ययन साधना प्रयत्न मध्ये शांति मंत्रोच्चारणं ऋग्वेद पारायणं श्रीमद्भगवद्गीता अष्टादशोऽध्यायस्य अध्ययनं श्रीरामचरितमानस सुंदरकांड अध्ययनं विवेक वैराग्य भक्ति ज्ञानादीनां द्वारा मोक्ष कैवल्य प्राप्त्यर्थं जन्म साफल्यार्थं सनातन धर्मार्थं भारतवर्षार्थं विश्व कल्याणार्थं च करिष्यामहे। आदौ शांति मंत्राणि। लेट अस चैंट मंत्राः। ओम 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 सहनाववतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहैः। ओम शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः। ओम गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णुः गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुः साक्षात् परं ब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। Very good, friends. We have done our Sahanavatu mantra. We have done our Guru Brahma mantra. We have also done our common sense thought. We have to do our Vedic chanting. Every day, this Vedic chanting definitely makes us familiar with the Aksharas, Padas, chanting, Swara. Who knows the Rishis of the Vedas will be kind enough to give us such beautiful, subtle intellect that we are able to understand the sublime meaning of these Veda mantras, which reveal to us the secrets of the universe, the cosmos, the happenings, the spiritualities, the personality managements, the evolutions, etc. With that in mind only, we are doing it. Right? We'll do that. Now, just a minute, it's getting opened. And congrats, my dear friends. Lucky we are. Today is very interesting day. 777th day of our Geeta class, our youth class. 777 दिन, a good number, no? James Bond 777. And Geeta students 777 days without break we have done. 1 or 2 days break came because of some health issue. Only 1 or 2. Only this our youth class only I stopped those 2 days. But morning evening classes were continuous. Not 777, but 1670 days. Evening classes even more than that, without even 1 day break. तो I congratulate you for साथ 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 और ये साथ निभाते ही रहना, ये शास्त्रों का अध्ययन साधना करने के लिए आपका और मेरा और धर्म का और विश्व का कल्याण हेतु. Right, let us do our Vedic chanting. We have to do from mantra Narayana. कौन सा करना होगा? 34th onwards. ओम अथ वेदपारायणम्. 34th has 11 mantras, friends. 35 has 9 mantras. 36 also 9. 18 plus 11, 29. 37 में कितने हैं? Yeah, 8. So 27, 8, 35. So nothing wrong. We can do 4 of them. So 34, 35, 36, 37. Om अथ वेदपारायणम्. ऋग्वेदः चतुर्थमण्डलम् अथ चतुस्त्रिंशत् अनुवाकात् आरभ्य 10 or 12 minutes. ओम ऋभुर्विभावाज इन्द्रो नो अच्छेमं यज्ञं रत्नधेयोपयात इदाहि वो धिषणा देव्यह्नाम् अधात् पीतिं सम्मदा अग्मतावः विदानासो जन्मनो वाजरत्ना उत ऋतभिर्भवो मादयध्वं सम्भो मदा अग्मत सम्पुरन्दिः सुवीरामस्मे रयिमेरयध्वम् हयं वो यज्ञनुभवोकारी यमामनु मनुष्वत् प्रतिबोधधिद्वे प्रवोच्छा जुजुषाणासो अस्तुरभूत विश्वे अग्रियोत वाजाः अभूदुवो विधते रत्नधेयमिदानरो दाशुषे मर्त्याय पिबत वाजारुभवो ददेवो महि तृतीयं सवनं मदाय आवाजायातोपनरुभुक्षा महो नरो द्रविणासो गृह्णानाः आवः पीतयोऽभिपीत्वे अह्नामिमा अस्तं नवस्व इवग्मन् आनवातः शवसो यातनो भेमं यज्ञन्नमसा हूयमानाः सजोषस सूरयो यस्य च स्तमद्वः पातरत्नदा इन्द्रवन्तः सजोषा इन्द्रवरुणेन सोमं सजोषाः पाहि गिर्वणो मरुद्भिः अग्रे पाभिर्ऋतुपाभिः सजोषाग्नास्पत्नीभिरत्नदाभिः सजोषाः सजोषस आदित्यैर्मादयध्वं सजोषसरुभवः पर्वतेभिः सजोषसो दैव्येन सवित्रा सजोषस सिन्धुभिरत्नथेभिः ये अश्विना ये पितराय ऊते धेनुं ततक्षुर्भवो ये अश्वा ये अंसत्रा यरुद्धग्रोधसी ये विभ्वो नरः स्वपत्यानि चक्रुः ये गोमन्तं वाजवन्तं सुवीरं रयिन्धत्तव सुमन्तं पुरुक्षुम् ते अग्रे पारुभवो मन्दसान अस्मे धत्तये च रातिं गृणन्ते नापाभूतनवोतीतृषामानि शस्तारुभवो यज्ञे अस्मिन् समिन्द्रेण वदत सम्मरुद्भिः सम्राजभिः रत्नधेयाय देवाः 35 इहोपयात शवसो न पातः सौधन्वनारुबभूमापभूत अस्मिन् हि वः सवने रत्नधेयं गमन्त्विन्द्र मनुभो मदासः आगन्नृभूणामिह रत्नधेयमभूत् सोमस्य सुषुतस्य प्रीतिः सुकृत्य यायत्स्वपस्य या च एकं विचक्र चगम् एकं विचक्र चमसं चतुर्धा व्यकृणोत चमसं चतुर्धा सखेवि शिक्षेत्यब्रवीत अथैतवाजा अमृतस्य पन्थाङ्गणं देवानाम् रुभवः सुहस्ताः किं मयस्विच्छमस एष आशयं काव्येन चतुरो विचक्र हतासुनुध्वं सवनं मदाय पात रुभवो मधुनः सौम्यस्य शच्याकर्त पितरा युवाना शच्याकर्त च मसन्देवपानं शच्या हरिधनुतरावतष्टेन्द्र वाहावृभवो वाजरत्नाः यो वः सुनोत्यभिपीत्वे अह्नां तीव्रं वाजास सवनं मदाय तस्मै रयिमृभवः सर्ववीरमा तक्षतवृषणो मन्दसानाः प्रातः सुतमपि वो हर्यश्वमाद्यं दिनं सवनं केवलन्ते समृभुभिः पिबस्वरत्नदेभिः सखीगम्र्या इन्द्रचकृषे सुकृत्या ये देवासो अभवता सुकृत्या श्येन इवेदति दिवि निषेद ते रत्नं धात शवसो न पात सौधन्वना अभवत् तामृता सह यत्तृतीयं सवनं रत्नधेयम् अकृणुध्वं स्वपस्यासु हस्ताः तद्रुभवः परिषिक्तं व एतत् सम्मदेभिरिन्द्रियेभिः पिबध्वम् 36 आनश्वो जातो अनभीषुरुक्त्यो रतस्त्रिचक्र परिवर्तते रजः महत्तद्वो देव्यस्य प्रवाचनं द्यामृभव पृथिवीं यच्च पुष्यथ रतये चक्रुः सुवृतं सुचेतसो विह्वरन्तं मनसस्परिध्यया ताग ता ऊन्वस्य सवनस्य पीतय आवो वाजारुभवो वेदयामसि तद्वो वाजारुभव सुप्रवाचनं देवेषु विभ्वो अभवन्महित्वनं जिव्रीयत्सन्तापितरासनाजुरा पुनर्युवानाचरताय तक्षत एकं विचक्रचमसं चतुर्यवयं निश्चर्मणो गामरिणीतधीतिभिः अथा देवेष्वमृतत्वमानशसृष्टि वाजारुभवस्तद्व उक्त्यं रुभुतो रयिः प्रथमश्रवस्तमो वाजश्रुतासो यमजीजनन्नरः विभ्वत्तष्टो विदथेषु प्रवाच्योऽयं देवासोऽवता स विचर्षणिः स वाज्यर्वा स ऋषिर्वचस्य या स शूरो अस्ता पृतनासु दुष्टरः स रायस्पोषं स सुवीर्यं दधेयं वाजो विभ्वारुभवो याम विशुः श्रेष्ठं वः पेशो अधिधायि दर्शतं स्तोमो वाजारुभवस्तञ्जुजुष्टन धीरासो हिष्ठा कवयो विपश्चितस्तान्व येना ब्रह्मणा वेदयामसि यूयमस्मभ्यं धिषणाभ्यस्परि विद्वांसो विश्वानर्याणि भोजन दिमन्तं वाजं वृषशुष्ममुत्तममा नो रयिं मृभवस्तक्षता वयः इह प्रजामिह रयिं रराणा इह श्रवो वीरवत्तक्षतानः येन वयं चितयेमात्यन्यान्तं वाजं चित्रं मृभवो दधानः 37 उपनो वाजा अध्वरं रुभुक्षा देवा यात पतिभिर्देवयानैः यथा यज्ञं मनुषो विक्ष्वासु दधिद्वेर्वण रण्वाः सुदिनेष्वह्नाम देवो हृदे मनसे सन्तु यज्ञाजुष्टासो अद्य घृतनिर्जिनो निर्निजोगुः प्रभः सुतासो हरयन्त पूर्णाः क्रत्वे दक्षाय हर्षयन्त भीताः त्रिदायं देवहितं यथा वस्तोमो वाजारुभुक्षणो ददेवः जुह्वे मनुष्वदुपरासु विक्षु यश्मे स च बृहद्दिवेषु सोमं पीवो अश्वाः शुचद्रताहि भूताय क्षिप्रावाजिनः सुनिष्काः इन्द्रस्य सूनो शवसो न पातोऽनुवश्चेत्यग्रियं मदाय ऋभुं ऋभुक्षणो रयिं वाजे वाजिन्तमं युजौ इन्द्रस्वन्तं हवामहे सदा सातमश्विनं सेद्रुभवो यमवत यूयमिन्द्रश्च मर्त्यौ स धीविरस्तु सनिता मेधसा तासो हर्वता विनो वाजारुभुक्षण पतश्चितनयष्टमे अस्मभ्यं सूरयस्तुता विश्वा आशास्तरीषणी तन्नो वाजारुभुक्षण इन्द्र नासत्यारयुं समश्वं चर्षणिभ्य आपुरुषस्त मगत्तये ओम शांति शांति शांति. Friends, 37 we have done. That's great. Daily 3 or 4 anuvakas. Yeah. Now Bhagavad Gita, Satvika Dhruti we saw yesterday. Rajasik Dhruti we see having again gone through Satvika once more. So Satvika Dhruti let us chant 4 times. Rajasika Dhruti also let us chant 4 times. And see, let us learn to be Satvika in our Dhruti, come out of the Rajasic Dhruti. See, these are very sublime inner personality description knowledges. And these personalities positive, we have to make negative, we have to reject. That's how we are built for our own outer and inner achievements. The outer achievements are the great professional goals to serve the world, the inner achievements are the spiritual unfoldments. They're not just like that given, they are so much meaningful, important. Lucky if we are finding the importance of them and trying to not only learn but implement these glorious things in our life. Let us see beta. Shloka Sankhya 34 33. Om Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama Shri Geeta Sharanam Mama Shri Vyasa Sharanam Mama Shri Sadguru Sharanam Mama Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama Sharanam Mama Sharanam Mama. Om Shri Krishna Parabrahmane Namaha. Srimad Bhagavad Gita अथ अष्टादशोऽध्यायः मोक्षसन्न्यासयोगः त्रयस्त्रिंशत्तमौ श्लोकौ श्रीभगवानुवाच धृत्या यया धारयते मनः प्राणेन्द्रियक्रियाः योगेनाव्यभिचारिण्या धृतिः सा पार्थसात्विकी धृत्या यया धारयते मनः प्राणेन्द्रियक्रियाः योगेनाव्यभिचारिण्या धृतिः सा पार्थसात्विकी धृत्या यया धारयते मनः प्राणेन्द्रियक्रियाः योगेनाव्यभिचारिण्या धृतिः सा पार्थसात्विकी धृत्या यया धारयते मनः प्राणेन्द्रियक्रियाः योगेनाव्यभिचारिण्या धृतिः सा पार्थसात्विकी. What is Rajasic Dhruti? Krishna says, let us chant the mantra 4 times. यया तु धर्म कामार्थान यया तु धर्म कामार्थान यया तु धर्म कामार्थान यया तु धर्म कामार्थान धृत्या धारयतेऽर्जुन धृत्या धारयतेऽर्जुन धृत्या धारयतेऽर्जुन धृत्या धारयतेऽर्जुन प्रसंगेन फलाकांक्षी प्रसंगेन फलाकांक्षी प्रसंगेन फलाकांक्षी प्रसंगेन फलाकांक्षी धृतिः सा पार्थस्था राजसी धृतिः सा पार्थ राजसी धृतिः सा पार्थ राजसी धृतिः सा पार्थ राजसी टुगेदर यया तु धर्म का श्री भगवानुवाच यया तु धर्म कामार्थान धृत्या धारयते अर्जुन प्रसंगेन फलाकांक्षी धृतिः सा पार्थ राजसी यया तु धर्म कामार्थान धृत्या धारयते अर्जुन प्रसंगेन फलाकांक्षी धृतिः सा पार्थ राजसी. So the trigunas, their influence in all abilities, faculties in us, and all is by our choice. As a human being, we are given freedom and choice to shift our gears from the utter good to utter bad, from good to bad, or from bad to the good. This we have to know and decide. Know that all in our hands and think and decide what way we want to mold ourselves, become ourselves, do the things, achieve the things. That's the whole human life and evolution and possibilities about which all our shastras are again and again talking we are seeing. Right. Now after seeing three types of ahara, yajna, dana, tapaha, then three types of tyaga, then jnanam, three types of karma, three types of karta, then three types of buddhi. Nine of them we saw. Now we are seeing dhruti. Dhruti also sattvic, rasic, tamasic. Dhruti means holding on to. We are all holding on to. And what we are holding on to that decides whether our hold is sattvic, rajasic or tamasic. And then whichever we are holding, if it is good, positive, firmly holding it without leaving it can be our choice. And whichever the negative, if at all we are holding, losing that or dropping that hold and holding the positive, always is in our choice. That dhruti, that perseverance, that consistency, that holding the thing, not leaving it, you know, we can have. So the person who has got sattvika dhruti is said to be having dhruti on these things. He holds these things firmly. What is the meaning of firmly holding? He doesn't lose it, let it loose. He doesn't allow it to go away. He holds it very firmly. He doesn't compromise for anything for that, with anything for that. He is very firm, he is very resolute in that. Nothing can shake him, change him. That's called as dhruti. And the dhruti also three types again, depending on what we are holding. क्या हम पकड़ रहे हैं उसके हिसाब से वो धृति सात्विक राजसिक means what everybody has got a dhruti, everybody is using that dhruti holding, but what they are holding depending on that dhruti can be called as sattvic rajasic tamasic, and rajasic tamasic dhruti holding will go on pulling us down, destroying us. Sattvika holding will help us to rise above, rise above, rise above. Okay, so what is Satvika Dhruti? Yesterday we saw, again we see, Yaya Dhrutya Dharayate Manaha Prana Indriya Kriyaha. Sa Dhruti Esa Partha Satviki. So that Dhruti by which the Kriyas of Mana, Kriyas of the Prana, Kriyas of the Indriya are held, withheld, firmly kept in control is called Satvika Dhruti. And how do you achieve it? Achieve it yogena avyavicharanya. By yogena means what? by continuously, constantly focusing on it, and not even a moment also leaving it from the mind. Yoga means continuously struggling and tuning ourselves to this lakshya. Avyavachara means for any of the reason we are not distracted even for a moment. For the Satvika Dhruti, it is required because it is tough, depending on what level of Rajasikata, Tamasikata we have fallen. And so, an example of an army person on the bunker in the borders. And he is holding that rifle towards that enemy's side. Dhrutya dharayate, indriya kriya. The hands are holding the gun is focused. Yogena continuously is tuning. His eyes are watching the enemy movement, and accordingly the barrel of the gun also is moving. Avyabhicharini. What is Avyabhichara here? He is itching in the body, or some water he wants to drink, or food he has to eat, that in the mind, or any other things disturbing him. He will not allow any of such things to distract him. That's called as an example of avyavicharata and yoga, and also indriya dhruti there. That the hand is holding the rifle, the eyes are watching it, looking at the enemy line, and the mind also is very sharp and subtle. That the slightest notice of somebody like terrorist, shoot. In the same way, for the VVIP, those Z plus security वाले होते हैं, Z plus जो भी है, they are in that indriya dhruti with yoga avyabhichar. So let's say they are the guards, bodyguards for the prime minister or president. So they just look at everything around. Even a slightest movement of small little insects, animals, also they know, they observe it. So that's called absolute sattvic kruti. Their indriyas, their mana, their buddhi, all of them are fully held by them. And that yoga means continuous effort, avyabhichara, not allowing to distract even for a moment. Okay. So manakriyaha, the thoughts of the mind, emotions of the mind, projections, imaginations of the mind. Just like that, as they want, they are coming. That's for you and I, not for the sattvika dhrutiwala. He has got the holding of the mana. So if he needs to bring a prema vritti, he will bring and he use it as long as it's required. And if he'll have to drop it, he drops it. And if he has to get a krodha vritti, he will bring it. He will use that krodha vritti and he will drop it whenever he wants. So manakriya is holding. His mind is not under the control of the senses, or control of the senses or the vasanas. It is in his control. So manakriya dharayate dhrutya. And it's a very, very many lives of practice that we'll be able to command our mind fully. That mind is alert, I am alert with my mind, and only those thoughts or emotions required that are entertaining, not required, I am not allowing them to come. So to prana kriyaha. The prana, mana prana indriya kriyaha. The prana kriyaha, all our general movements of the body. It's called prana kriyaha. Also means inhaling and exhaling. He is the master of the pranayama. Dhruti say. So optimum level he can go to. He can do his all kapalabhati pranayama ityadi. अच्छी तरह वो systematically learning from a living guru. He has the power. Prana kriyaha. Dhrutya dharayate. You know? The very powerful it is. Yoga siddhis come with that. Even Duryodhana Adi also have got the control on the prana kriya. That's why he was inside the water for a long time before his final bout or fight with Bhimasenji. So prana kriyaon ko dharana karna. So to indriya kriya, the movement of legs, the movements of hands, the other sense organs, we are holding them with yoga, with avyavicharata. The yogana means by continuous constant practice. Avyavichara means not giving a chance to compromise with that practice for any small little silly reasons. You as youngsters, an example, You have taken up a subject to study, let's say mathematics or physics, so that 1 hour your mind is focusing, your eyes are focusing on that book only, and you are studying one by one word, one by one sentence, trying fully to grasp it. Even buddhi also is used there. Yogena, you are fully focused on that. Avyavicharanya, you have forgotten the other world. Sounds are coming, people are fighting with each other, or a wonderful dish is made in the kitchen, smell of it is coming, but still you are avyabhichari. Vyabhichari means the one who goes out of track. Visheshena avitaha charati. Viparitena, sorry, not Viparitena avitaha charati. Viparita means contradictory. Avitaha in all directions, other than the main direction. Charati moves. Is called a vyabhichari. Any politician, instead of serving the nation, if he is becoming selfish, he is a vyabhichari. Any doctor, if he is not doing his professional duty, he is a vyabhichari. Any sadhu mahatma, if he is not doing his seva to the world of Sanatan Dharma, ityadi, guiding them in morals, ethicals, etc., is also. Visheshena abhitaha charati. From that, viparitena abhitaha charati. Vi abhichari charati. Vyabhichari means vi plus abhi plus chara. Chara means movements and actions. Abhita means in all directions. V means viparitena. Opposite to what exactly he has to do. Hai. If a father, instead of taking care of children, he only drunkard and all wasting money, he is the Visheshena, viparitena abhitaha charati. Hai. Here, specifically in Satvika Dhruti, it's required because when the tempting objects are not there around, the Indriyas are in control. Majburi ka naam Mahatma Gandhi. But suddenly a very tasty food offered by someone. Let us say you have taken the Upavasa Vrata that day. आज मैं नहीं खाऊंगा. But that day only पकोड़े समोसे सारी चीज लोग ले आते. And they say यार कल करना, आज हम मिले हैं, कल तो मैं जा रहा हूँ मुंबापुरी, तो आज तो मैं मिलने आया हूँ, तो मैं अकेले कैसे खा सकता हूँ. Let us have. So that temptations will come. If this fellow compromises, then every day will compromise because every day somebody or the other will come. And finally, he never does that vrata only. A compromising person. Non compromising. Yeah, I like you, you are important to me. I have no doubt about it, but I have taken up this vrata. Today, I will be doing this only. I will not have my bhojana today. I will not have my sweet. That's called a Trutya Indriya Kriya Dharayate. So, to a Mauna Vrata, you have taken up one day. So people will tempt you, ask that day, today I'm Mauna. Or Manakriya. Today I just want to love all, do not hate anyone. Become no, don't will not become disturbed, will not become angry. The whole day you are holding your mind. That is. Because if you are not focusing, yogena, it won't happen. While focusing, if you are not, if you are allowing the distractions to distract you, you cannot. That's why these two words of yogena and avyabhicharanya, Bhagavan specially said. Then only manapranendriya kriyas can be dharyate. And that dhruti is called satvika dhruti. So the mind, intellect, body, senses, functions fully in our control. They are not licentious. We are not slaves to them. They are not just getting tempted by anything around. We have our own strict discipline and we are able to follow it 100%. That's called satvika dhruti. Manakriya, pranakriya, indriya kriya, we are able to hold with yoga and avyavicharata. That holding is called sattvic holding. Holding is dhruti, sattvika dhruti. Isn't it? We don't have that today. Indriya lavishly they go anywhere. They do the bhoga. And we today take some vows, but आधा घंटे में 1 घंटे में compromise हो जाते. मेरे से नहीं होता. है ना? So manakriya, pranakriya, indriya kriya should not happen according to vasanas or licentiously or because of some attraction, temptation outside, but I am holding them with. धृत्या धारयते, है ना? मन प्राण इंद्रिय क्रिया. Indriya kriya में let us say mouth also, speech. When some quarrel came and you wanted to, the mind is posing you, forcing you to scold the other fellow. No, 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 that will lead to unnecessary problem. Karke you are not abusing. That's called Satvika Dhruti. And such thought of taking revenge by abusing others, even the thought also doesn't come. So you have done Dhruti at the mind level also. है ना? यू डिसाइड नो, सुबह उठते ही आज कुछ भी हो जाए, किसी के प्रति मैं नेगेटिव थॉट नहीं रखूंगा. आई विल नॉट बिकम एंग्री, आई विल नॉट बी shouting at anyone. Up throughout the day, try to do that satvika dhruti. And that day, when we take such vrata niyama, that day only lots of temptation, distracts very powerfully they come. And yet we are not perturbed. Satvika dhruti. Okay. But same hold our dhruti. When it is towards for our earning money, our indulgences, and holding on to only some of our common daily duties, that's called as Rajasika dhruti. यया तो धर्म काम अर्थान यया धृत्या धारयते अर्जुन why that prasangena and falakankshi, that's called as rajasic dhruti. More details about it tomorrow we'll study, right? Om shanti shanti shanti. ओम श्री गणेशाय नमः. श्री जानकी वल्लभो विजयते. श्री रामचरितमानस पंचम सोपान सुंदरकांड श्लोकः. Mitro, we are seeing yesterday how Ravana told to Mandodari that the nature of the women is to be starting with all the fear only. Especially when the Shubha Guna is there, they become frightened because their heart is like a kancha. Having said so, he just hugs her and then goes for the sabha. Then Mandodari feels so bad and thinks that the Vidhi Viparit ho gaya Ravan ke liye. That's how the Ravana Mandodari Samvada. Mandodari tells Sita ji ko वापस कर दो नहीं तो nobody can save you. But Jagata Vidita Abhimani, the arrogant Ravana, हंसकर he says नारी का काचा स्वभाव है कि शुभ अवसर में they'll have unnecessary fears. So that's the overconfidence he has got. He has not minded the words of his own wife. So remember, bhai, you have to start becoming matured and pure in our heart to know who is telling us good, who is telling us bad. And then who is telling us good, we should unbiasedly, without any arrogance, receive it, take it. You as youngsters, you have a specific arrogance with limited knowledge. You think that what you know is correct. And you don't consult anyone and do every bevakufi and suffer also. N number of examples can be given. तो कुछ भी आप जिंदगी भर देखोगे ओवर स्मार्ट अपने आप को मानते हो and you don't know the long lasting negative effects of it. So when she is advising properly, you must know. When Hanumanji himself told that Vali ityadi Bhayankara Rakshasas and your own brothers of Kara Dushana Trishira, such ones are finished by Rama, the Ravana should not take Rama anymore for granted. He should know his powers. But the basic problem is what? Basic problem is his mind is, overpowered by the desire. Therefore, whenever we are overpowered by the desire, we don't care anybody's advice, we don't care anybody's power. Then we get destroyed by that. राम का शक्ति का अंदाजा नहीं लगाया, overpowered by his own desire, Ravana. Finally, he has brought his own destruction. Then from Mandodari, he goes to the Sabha. Then he talks to the people there. What do they say? Let us see this portion. And before that, बहुत important topic है ना? Let us start from this shloka कि second से लेकर after the 36th doha, second chopai to then the fifth chopai and the doha 37th will chant. ओम जौ आवई मरकट कटकाई जियहि बिचारे निसिचर खाई, कंपहि लोक पजा की त्रास, तासु नारी सभीत बड़ी हास, हस कहि बिहसी ताहि उरलाई, चलऊ सभा ममता अधिकाई, मंदोदरी हृदय कर चिंता, भयउ कंत पर विधि विपरीता, बैठऊ सभा कबरी असिपाई, सिंधु पार सेना सब आई, बूझसि सचिव उचित मत कहूँ, ते सब हसे मष्ट करि रहूँ, जितहु सुरासुर तब श्रम नाही, नर बानर के लेखे माही, जितहु सुरासुर तब श्रम नाही, नर बानर के लेखे माही, सचिव वैद गुर तीनि जाओ, प्रिय बोलहि भय आस, राज धर्म तन तीनि कर, होई बेग ही नास, सियावर रामचंद्र की जय, पवन सुत हनुमान की जय, उमापति महादेव की जय, बोलो भाई सब संतन की जय, सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की जय. So Asakahi, Bihasi, having answered that your heart is like a kachka tukoda, in general all women, in a good occasion also you have all the fears, having said all that to Mandodari, Bihasi, having laughed loudly, Tahi Uralai just embraced her, Chaleu Sabha, Mamata Adikai, he showed his Mamata and went to Sabha, Ravana. Very arrogant. Then Mandodari Hridayakara Chinta. She started doing that very chinta in her heart. Ki bhayo kantapara vidhi viparita. Vidhi kantapara viparita bhayo. Vidhi is Brahmadeva. Kantapara means Kantapar. On Ravana, viparita bhayo. He is not favorable. He is non-favorable. That's why this Ravana is not listening to anybody's good advice, including mine. This is what she was in worry. No, विपरीत हो गया. So जब तक विधि was convenient to Ravana, Ravana was saved. Now the Ravanas के प्रति विधि विपरीत है because of his own choice of not listening to good advices, not weaning away from doing wrong things. तो जब विधि विपरीत होता है तो सब प्रतिकूल हो जाता है. Then what happened? कि बैठे सभा. So नारायण चले सभा. Ravana went to his sabhagar. Then बैठे सभा. He sat, having gone there, he sat there. Then खबर सिपाही. Immediately, within a moment's time, the news came to him. What is the news came? Sindhu Para Sena Sab Ai. The other side of the ocean, if you are at the Ravana's place. If you are this side, so this side of ocean, the entire Rama Sena of all Vanaras, Bhalu Richa, they all have come. This news Ravana heard. In fact, in the Valmiki Ramayana, the Ravana sends 2 or 3 Chara also. After Vibhishana's episode, when Vibhishana goes for Sharanagati to Rama, Ravana sends his own Duta messengers to know how big is the Vanara Sena, etc. बहुत बड़ा वहाँ 2-3 चैप्टर का. तो यहाँ तुलसीदास जी इज गोइंग वेरी फास्ट. यू अंडरस्टूड. इन वाल्मीकि रामायण आपको पूरा कथा से ले जाते हैं. यू कैन रियली फील योर जॉय ऑफ बीइंग विद रामा इन हिज इमोशंस, एक्टिविटीज एटसेट्रा. यहाँ भक्ति ज्ञान पे प्राधान्यता दे रहे, वहां कहानी के साथ साथ भक्ति ज्ञान. वेरी ब्यूटिफुल. So Baitya Sabha, Ravana said, Khabari Asipai, the news came to him. What is it? Sindhupara Sena Sab Ai. The other side, the entire Rama's Sainya, Vanaras, they have come. Then Ravana dekho, Bujesi Sachiva, Uchitamata Kahehu. To all the mantris, he asked, he took initiative, asked them, Uchitamata Kahehu, please tell your opinions, tell your ideas, tell your suggestions, how we have to respond, what should be a plan of action, what we should do. He has asked, he gave us them the open chance to give advice. क्या करें बताइए, सेना वहां आया है. सचिव भूजैसी उचित माता कहे हो. He gave the chance to the mantris to give me the right advice. Te sab hase. All those things, people, the Rakshasas, his own mantris, hase. First they laughed, then said, Masta kari rahu. Masta kari rahu means do nothing, just to relax. There's nothing to be worried as if. Now, this is what we all do, Hindus, Sanatan Dharmis. When the other dushtas try to attack us, we don't take time. Right action at the right time. In our personal life also, exams are coming or duties have to be done. Anything important comes, we like these dushta rakshasas. We are in the tamasika dhruti. They said must kari rahe. मतलब चुपचाप बैठो. Nothing to do. Why? Because they give the reason. uh, the reason is what? Jitau Sura Asura. You have conquered, we all have conquered. Sura, many devatas, and many asuras also. Tava Shramanahi. And that time we were never tired, exhausted means effortlessly we have defeated the huge, powerful Sura and Asura, the Devatas and Rakshasas, who are hundreds of times more powerful than the Manusha and Vanara. Therefore, Sura Sura Java Jiteu Tava Shravanahi Narabanara Kehi Lekhe Mahi. किस लेखा में किस हिसाब में आएंगे व्हाट इज द अकाउंट ऑफ दिस ह्यूमन एंड द वानरास उनका क्या हिसाब किताब है दे आर दे नीड नॉट बी वरीड अबाउट दे आर ऑफ नो वैल्यू नो इम्पोर्टेंस nothing to count about them at all when we have defeated the devatas big asuras then what to talk with vanar and all nothing to worry just to relax. So the drishti of these Rakshasas is the Vanaras are Vanaras, Rama is Manushya. They have not understood the Shakti and power of them. Therefore they underestimated. याद रखो जिंदगी भर never underestimate any for any reason. Therefore never humiliate anyone. Whether they are your servants, your subordinates, the people you see on the road, that you are educated and doing a corporate job earning 2 lakhs and somebody is selling a sabji on the road, don't underestimate. He is a man. He has got his own intelligence. He has his own family. He is managing all of them. You don't know how much of spiritual person is there in him. How much the other many talented person in him. You don't know. The time comes, then he will manifest them. किसी का अंडर नहीं करना. First thing is everybody potentially have the Lord in them. The Lord is infinitely powerful. So which power from the Lord and expresses through whom at what time we don't know. And are you not seeing every day? A person from nowhere suddenly becomes MLA, MP, and chief minister and all that. A person from nowhere suddenly from gully cricket to the Delhi cricket and to the international and man of the match and world number one. Are you not seeing? A person just from secondary, third level of acting, suddenly one or two cinema hit, he becomes superstars. Are you not seeing every day? You know, a seed looks small, but you can't underestimate when the right atmosphere given to it, gigantic tree it becomes to give so many fruits and flowers and shadow and all. किसी को अंडर एस्टिमेट नहीं करना सीखो इस बात को जिंदगी भर respect all. Everybody is potentially divine, and the divinity is trying to manifest. That individual, as much he allows, that much it gets manifested. I don't underestimate you all. You're wonderful youngsters. In you only there are great people who are going to take ahead our entire Bharat Mata and even in the world. In the world, even the world. All professionals, all politicians, all philanthropists, all spiritual giants are in you only. In you only the Vivekanandas are there, Janmayanandas are there. In you only great politicians, doctor. How can I underestimate you? और दिख भी रहा है, राइट? तो ये लोगों ने राम और वानरों को अंडर एस्टिमेट करके चुप रहो, बड़े बड़े राक्षसों को देवताओं को हमने हराया, उस समय कोई श्रम नहीं था. अब इस किस लेके में है, किस खेत के मूली है ये लोग? नथिंग टू वरी. मस्ट कर रहे हो. नाउ तुलसीदास जी, on the basis of this wrong advice given by them, a very important doha he speaks. Very good, very important. Little more elaboration I'll do tomorrow, but today we'll see the meaning of it. He says, Sachiva, Mantri, Mantrana dene wala. We can be your own friend. Vaida, the Vaidya, the doctor. Gura, the Guru, the teacher, the preceptor, the advisor. All these three. The Mantri, the doctor, and the Guru. Teeny, all these three, Jao, if at all, Priya Bola, he, they speak favorable to us, very sweet to us, very cordial to us. For what reason? Bhaya and Asa. Because of the Bhaya, कि कुछ सत्य बोले या अच्छी बात बोले तो हमको पनिश करेंगे करके भय से. और आशा मीन्स एक्सपेक्टिंग सम कॉम्प्लीमेंट्स और डिजायर्स और सम रेम्यूनरेशंस और इंसेंटिव्स. भय के कारण, आशा के कारण अगर सचिव, मंत्री, वैद्य, डॉक्टर, गुरु, द टीचर प्रिय बोल ही, अगर वो हित छोड़कर प्रिय बोलते हैं, सो इट इज कॉल्ड एज खुशामदी करना. क्या कहते हैं ना, व्हाट डू यू कॉल इट टेक्निकली, दे आर कॉल्ड, ठाकुर जी जो कहते हैं उसमें हाँ में हाँ मिलाना, ठाकुर सोहाती इट्स कॉल्ड इन हिंदी. If those three people are doing this thing to the Raja, either out of fear or out of some expectation, Bhaya or Asha ke karan. Asha means Asha. Asha means desires. So for some rewards and as well as for the desire, fear's sake, what is priya to that Raja, if these three people talk, not what is hita. दोनों अलग है ना, प्रिय बोलना, हित बोलना. लाइक आपको अच्छा लगता है, मैं कहता हूँ तो बेटा सो जाओ 9 बजे तक, इसके बाद टीवी देखो, खूब खाओ, दोस्तों के साथ घूमो, यू विल रियली लव मी. बट इट इज प्रिया, आई कांट टॉक. व्हेन आई टॉक टू यू, यू लव मी. So for the sake of you getting love from you, if I talk all these nonsense, then I'm not a correct guru. I have to tell you hita only, whether you understand and practice it or not. So if these three people in this way out of fear are Asha, talk Priya and not Hita to that Raja, what will happen? Raja, because the mantris wrong advice out of his bhaya or expectation, the Raja will be destroyed. Then by then when the doctor is not giving correct advice, then Tana, the body will be destroyed. Then Guru, if the Guru Maharaj is not properly advising, then the dharma, then the adhyatmikata of that person will be destroyed. है ना. if the doctor says to the patient to get marks, हाँ बेटा कुछ भी खाई जाओ, कुछ भी खाई जाओ. अच्छा, थैंक गॉड डॉक्टर साहब ने कहा, परमिशन दिया करके, दिस फेलो टेकिंग परमिशन, ही गोज ऑन ईटिंग, देन तनम इन द बॉडी, ऑल द हेल्थ विल गो अवे ना. डॉक्टर शुड रूथलेसली से ये दवा तुमको लेना ही पड़ेगा, ये परहेज तुमको करना ही पड़ेगा, ये चीज तुमको नहीं खाना पड़ेगा, बाकी तुम्हारी मर्जी. If strictly the doctor doesn't say what is hita in the health of the patient, then tana, the body of the person gets destroyed. महापाप है वो डॉक्टर के लिए. So to a guru, you know, he just gives you license and permission to live life whatever he wants to the disciple. Then because of the guru, the dharma of that person gets destroyed. Guru should ruthlessly say, this is what your dharma, these are the values positive you have to practice, this is what you have to achieve the higher goal, this is what your spiritual goal. Full stop, that's it. This is what Shastra says to live, for us to live, we will live only for that. But Guru Maharaj, what but no ifing and butting in front of me. बट देन अगर ऐसी बात है ना, तो फिर हम आपको छोड़ देंगे. तू गधा, तू मेरे को क्या छोड़ेगा, मैं कभी तुमको छोड़ दिया, जा नालायक. द गुरु हैज टू वेरी स्ट्रांग, देन ओनली द डिसाइपल कैन फॉलो द धर्म. नहीं तो यू विल गो ऑन कॉम्प्रोमाइजिंग विद इंटेलिजेंस, विद डिजायर्स, विद अधर्म, विद द पाप, फिर बंदा डिस्ट्रॉय हो जाएगा. So to the mantri, if the mantri doesn't give right advice at right time, then the Rajya will be destroyed. The pragati of the Rajya will be destroyed. The enemies will attack. Unfortunately, to Ravanasura, all the negative people only are there. They are only encouraging him in that negativity. Along with Ravana, all of them are also going to die now. So Sachiva Baidagura Tini Jao Priya Bolahi Bhaya Asa Raja Dharma Tana Tini Kara Hoi Begihi Nasha. Quickly all these three things get destroyed. The Raja will get destroyed because of wrong mantri, the Tana will get destroyed because of the wrong doctor, and the Dharma will get destroyed because of the wrong preceptor, guru, teacher, advisor. Be careful about it. Don't expect somebody to speak hita, priya. कोई भी मत एक्सपेक्ट करो आप मुझे प्रिय जो है वो बताओ. नो, हित बताओ बस. What is good for me, tell that. What's not pleasing to me. Let's not live in life also in pleasing others. Let's speak truth, whether others accept or not. Isn't it? कड़वा होता है सच, लेकिन वही दवा होता है. झूठ मीठा होता है, लेकिन उसे डायबिटीज होता है. एक बार डायबिटीज रोग आया तो दूसरा कोई रोग की जरूरत नहीं. डॉक्टर साहब, मुझे डायबिटीज है, आपने कहा इसके साथ और कोई रोग है क्या? इफ ए डायबिटिक पेशेंट आस्क्स द डॉक्टर, द इंटेलिजेंट डॉक्टर लाफ्स एट हिम, अरे गधा, एक आ गया काफी नहीं क्या? दैट ब्रिंग्स यू एवरीथिंग. If you one by bimari of diabetes, all other kidney problem, liver problem, heart problem, why are you worried? They'll come one by one. इसी तरह प्रिय प्रिय बातें मीठे होते हैं, बट दे डिस्ट्रॉय अस. हित वाले बातें, the words of goodness, they always appear to be kadwa, but what to do? We have to take them only. And for the diabetes, all dawas are kadwa only. The bitter gourds and bitter methi, सारे bitter चीजें ही देते हैं. If you take the better advice, which looks to be bitter in the beginning only, you will never have the diabetes wrong. So good let us seek, not pleasing. श्रेयस हमें चाहना चाहिए, प्रेयस नहीं है. श्रेष्ठ श्रेयस हमको होना चाहिए, प्रियता नहीं होना चाहिए. Don't keep the people around you who do the kushamadi. And those who scold you, who tell you this is right, don't do that wrong, they are better. So सचिव वैद तीन गुरु तीन जाओ, प्रिय बोले भय आस, राज धर्म तनु तीन कर, होई वेग ही नाश. याद रखो इस मंत्र को थ्रू लाइफ. ओम दुर्जन सज्जनो भूयात् सज्जन शांतमाप्नुयात् शांतं चित्तवन्देभ्यः मुक्तश्चान्यान् विमोचयेत् अस्तमा सद्गमय तमसमा ज्योतिर्गमय मृत्योर्मामृतं गमयं पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते. ओम शांति शांति शांति. हरि ओम श्री गुरुभ्यो परमशिभ्यो परब्रह्मणे श्रुतिमात्रेयं तत्सद्ब्रह्मार्पणमस्तु. बोल श्री कृष्णचंद्र भगवान की जय, गीता माता की जय, वेदव्यास भगवान की जय, रामचंद्र भगवान की जय, रामायण महाशास्त्र की जय, वाल्मीकि तुलसीदास भगवान की जय. बोलो सब संतन की जय, सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की जय, आज के आनंद की जय. नमः पार्वती पते हर महादेव, हर सर्वत्र गोविंद नाम संकीर्तन गोविंदा गोविंद. जानकी जीवन स्मरण जय राम राम. अम्बे अम्बे श्री आज महाराज की माता की जय. समस्त श्रोता साथ से उपास जिज्ञासु धर्म संस्था को मुमुक्षु पुत्र की जय. भारत माता की जय. सनातन धर्म की जय. वैदिक संस्कृति की जय. अध्यात्म जीवन विधान की जय. समस्त युवा मंडली की जय. थैंक यू बेटा, डोंट मिस.